Hi everybody, it's the Ruthless Jobber here. Welcome back to the channel. This is episode 5, I think, lost count already, of our Underground Wrestling UK save. We are going to start off, we're quite a few days off, or a couple of weeks off really, from our next show. But we've got a couple of decisions here. I haven't looked at them yet. Okay, only the one decision. Martin Kirby wants a pay rise, so he's asking for another 70. I normally give 75%. It normally does the trick. Yeah, that's fine. 52. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to sort of show that. I didn't know what was going to crop up actually, but yeah, I do want this to be very backstage, as I've sort of said before, so very transparent. I'm going to try not to miss too many sort of decisions that come through and emails and that sort of thing. So I'm going to skip ahead a few days now. Well, I'm actually going to try and get to the next show. If anything happens in between, I'll show you. It's now the night of our event, and we've got one email to look at. We finished 3rd out of 4 in the Southern England Regional Battle. I'm sure we finished last time, didn't we? Out of 3, and we had our attendances reduced by 10%. This time it's only 5%, so could have been worse. Okay, let's head straight into the event then. So this is going to be, what is it, Friday Fight Night 4? First things first then, give the night off. We will just skip that as we normally do and select tonight's venue. Are we still okay for the Harlequin Theatre in Red Hill? We're expected 248, yeah, 255, that's fine. We'll use that then. Finalised broadcasters, yep, we are still on Remix. And booking team meeting, right. What have we got? We've already got a creative finish. Maybe we can look at, well, we can only have 2, we can only get one. We can only get one. Let's have another creative finish. Safe bet, fine. And locker room incidents. What are we going to get? Jake McCluskey has turned up and asked if we're able to use him. Probably not. I mean, we've got enough people. There's no point in getting any extras in. I mean, if we had things like jobbers, not interested, or no, there isn't a space for you. Sarah Knight got a lot of heat in the locker room, pulling the tasteless rib. Okay, Doug Williams has dealt with that. Nothing noteworthy. Steve Linsky almost got into a fight with Angus McAnally. Rental car damage. Doug Williams has dealt with that as well. And nothing noteworthy. And Jacinda Singh and Shah Samuels have been hanging out a lot together recently. Okay, one positive note there, relationship-wise. The locker room is abuzz after Grado and Jack Jester apparently got into a huge row. Oh, brilliant. Okay, that's it then. Oh, address the locker room. Team bonding? Yeah. Strengthen the relationship between Donovan, Dijak and Big Damo. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's go through the booking. We have got Von Erich and Radinoff opening the show as they normally do, and what they're doing as well with this particular segment is they are hyping a ladder match. So we're going to have a ladder match at the during this show, and there's a bit of a sort of story around it, although not quite. It's going to involve Adam Maxted, Charlie Sterling, Lou Nixon, and who else did I put in? Martin Kirby. So we just rated them as off screen, and we've obviously got Von Erich and Radinoff working the crowd. Jack Jester will take on Simon Miller. Wanted to get Jack Jester on the card, wanted to give him a dominating victory. So, did I click that? Yeah, it's just very slow at the moment. Yeah, I wanted to give him a dominating victory, so here we go. And he gets that against Simon Miller. Actually, I won't go through every match, but the angles, because we'll go through the matches when we get the... when we go through the results. Mastiff is furious at Grado, so it's just Mastiff kind of, why did Grado have to get involved, in my business with Davey Boy Smith? So then Grado's going to come out and he's going to make a challenge for the belt. And Mastiff obviously wants to save face, and yeah, of course I accept. He knows he's a big guy, he's probably going to beat Grado, and if he can't, he's probably going to have his manager help him out, which is exactly what we do. Then we've got Dijak taking on Omari. Then we have Madman Manson voiceover for the ladder match. So this is what I was talking about. So basically, these 4 guys all sort of got together. They're being filmed and it's sort of put on the social media or whatever. And Madman Manson is voicing over. And they've all put in £2,500. Yeah, it's pounds over in this country. They've all put in £2,500, and winner takes all. And it's going to be a ladder match. So just to kind of add something a little bit, there's a reason they're wrestling, right? There's a reason they're working together. So then we've got that. We're going to have Lou Nixon win the match. And then we have, that should say Cruz interviews Nixon, not Crux. So I will just change that. Not that it really matters too much, but when I do notice these things, I don't know if my OCD kicks in. So yeah, Cruz will interview Nixon, and Nixon's just going to say, I'm going to give the money to charity. You know, just being the face and doing the whole, it's publicity for the company, all that sort of thing. If we had a bit more money in game, I would actually go in and delete like 10 grand or whatever. It's silly, I know, but But here he says he's going to give the money to charity, so we don't actually see him do it or anything. So then we have Lacey Von Erich announces the next match. So we're going to have Big Damo take on Von Wagner. They've been feuding the last couple of months, last couple of shows. And basically, Von Erich says the booking committee have declared or decided that they want to see Big Damo and Von Wagner put their feud to an end tonight. So they will be facing each other. We're not going to end the story tonight, but that's again, a reason that we've put this match on the card is the committee have asked for it. We then have that match, and I can't remember what I did here. I think I had Big Damo win, but he won it by cheating and and a quick flash pinfall. So it gives us an excuse to get another match out of it. See where we go with that. Cruz interviews Grado pre-title match against Mastiff. I will go into it. I wasn't going to go into too many details, but you know by now we're rating Grado here. He's being interviewed, and Angel Cruz is the interviewer. Oops, I should probably have Mastiff off screen. And you know what? He's also going to mention Jackie Polo, Mastiff's manager, and maybe Shah as well. Sort of, I want you to stay away, blah, 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 that sort of thing. So that's that. Then we go to the match. I do have Mastiff getting the win. I do have his manager coming in and interfering. I've also got Samuels coming in at ringside to kind of distract Grado. Davey Boy Smith also turns up at ringside to kind of even the numbers up a little bit. But obviously, somewhere along the line, he's concentrating more on Charles Samuels and he completely forgets about Jackie Polo, which allows Polo to come in and interfere against Grado and give his client Mastiff the win to keep the belt. And then we've got, just as a final segment, Samuels and Mastiff beat down Davey Boy Smith and Grado. So we've got Smith and Grado being the victim, Mastiff and Samuels being the attackers, and I'm giving Mastiff and Samuels storyline victories here. They're the unreciprocated, so Smith and Grado won't lose. So maybe that's gaming it a little bit, yeah. But at the moment, until I sort of get used to the whole this game a little bit more, that's probably what I'm going to do. So yeah, let's go and have a look at the results. Then, how do we get on? A 43 for the opening segment. I'm quite pleased with that, actually. I didn't know whether these guys might bring it down, although they're not on screen, so maybe didn't have too much of an impact. Next, our first match, Jack Chester getting a dominating victory over Simon Miller. 33 wrestling, 21 crowd, and 30 for the segment. 42 from Simon Miller. I'm quite impressed with that. And I'm actually, I don't know if you can hear me stretching a little bit and trying to find my pencil. You're probably hearing all kinds of bangs and clashes right now. Yeah, I'm going to write down Simon Miller because I keep forgetting when it comes to the post-show talk. I can never remember what people have done. Right, so yeah, pleased with that one, 30 overall. The angle with Mastiff being furious at Grado and mentioning David Boy Smith as well gets a 43. Quite pleased with that one. And of course, Grado came out and made the challenge. Yeah, happy with that. Our next match, Donovan Dijak and Omari, gets a 44. Yeah, that's got to be good. 41 wrestling, 29 crowd. Yeah, pleased with this one. Decent wrestling. Dijak got the win in 9 minutes 34. This was our high spots match as well. And some good ratings here. Dijak with a 42 and Omari with a 40. So, yeah, looking at some pretty decent performances so far. And then we've got the angle with Madman Manson talking over the whole $10,000, £10,000, sorry. I did say earlier that we use pounds over here. Yeah, the £10,000 challenge, winner takes all, 38 for the segment. And then we go into the match. And that's a 43 as well, so quite consistent. Quite pleased as well, really, because the wrestling only got 38 and the crowd are 20. Yeah, it's very much an undercard match. Okay, decent match though. And yeah, Lou Nixon got the win. Who really stood out in this one? Wow, Charlie Sterling with a 47. Charlie Sterling 47 and Martin Kirby with a 48. Yeah, we're looking at. So I wish you could talk to more people, but looking at these ratings, the creative finish was a success. Got the crowd hotter. Pleased with that. And then the angle with Cruz interviewing Nixon, says he's going to give the money to charity, gets a 24. I did get it's not a penalty as such, it's a warning, isn't it, that Lou Nixon was used too much on the show. I think so was Adam Max did. That was quite a long match, that one. But it's okay at this level. I don't think we're in danger of losing Pop. Then it's Lacey Von Erich introducing or announcing that Big Damo will take on Von Wagner at the request of the booking committee, 41. And the match gets a 48. That is good. Oh, look at that. Big Damo over 50. Big Damo, I think we've complimented him after every show so far. Superb. Yeah, and this was our wild brawl as well. 43 wrestling, 29 crowd, 48 as the finish. And then Cruz interviewing Grado pre-title match. And he obviously mentions Jackie Polo, Mastiff, and Shah Samuels. 47, pleased with that. What about this match? Can anyone beat Big Damo's 50? We get a 45, and we had great heat, decent wrestling. Grado got the win by disqualification. I completely forgot about. Do you know what? I told you the wrong thing before the show, didn't I? I told you that Mastiff was going to get the win. No, Grado got the win, but it was by DQ because of interference from Jackie Polo. Doesn't say it there, but I'm sure I put it in. Road agent notes. Grado should be distracted by. Oh no, yeah, but it's the finish. There you go. Managerial interference. Okay. So, yeah, pleased with that. 38 wrestling, 32 crowd, 45 for the overall score. Massive getting a 42, but no one has beaten Big Damo's 50. So we're looking at Big Damo, Martin Kirby, and Charlie Sterling being our big hitters today. And then post-match, it's kind of a brawl, but we've basically just got Samuels and Mastiff beating down Davey Boy Smith and Grado. Both storylines have gained heat and a 52. Let's finish the show. 46, yeah, pleased with that. Lou Nixon was used too much, okay, fine, but 46, that's great. Increasing our popularity in 24 regions, and we benefited from a wide selection of angles. So we had lots at ringside, but we also had a backstage and an outside broadcast pre-taped angle. Address the locker room. I'm actually going to remember today, definitely Big Damo is going to get another told he was awesome. And who was second? Martin Kirby. Thing is with Martin Kirby, is at that age now though where I think I'd rather give Charlie Sterling a bit of a morale because he's going to be with us for a bit longer. He's got a bit more in the tank. So praise for a great performance. The Big Damo was pleased and Charlie Sterling seemed pleased. Financial report, still losing money on the shows. We'll get there. Popularity recap. Need this to keep going up really, and then that'll increase our fandom and obviously ticket sales, merchandise sales, all that good stuff. And of course, we don't get a media scrum. Just wanted to have a quick search for a couple of wrestlers. I'm thinking maybe bring in a couple of new people just to freshen up the roster a little bit. I don't want to overdo it because we've still got plenty of different combinations of matches to be had with the ones we have got, but just sort of freshen things up a little bit. Now I'm looking at this guy, TNT. Now, without looking at them, my laptop is so slow. Without looking at TNT, I don't know whether he's going to clash with our shows. But do you know what? Let's negotiate anyway. I'm not looking for guys that are going to break the bank. I'm not looking to start signing guys that are over $200 a show. But just maybe look at a couple of people. Just bring them in to freshen the roster up a little bit. Erin Jacobs, maybe. I've only got 3 people here. I will show you the search criteria because 3. I'm surprised there was only 3. He's quite decent. He looks pretty decent, and he's tall and he's big, and that's the kind of guys I'm looking for. He's not superb in the ring, but no. Do you know what? I've already shortlisted him. Funny enough, no, for the moment we'll pass on him for the moment. This guy might be quite cool to get someone in who's from a foreign land. So he's currently with Progress. I'll shortlist him. Right, I will just show you the search criteria because yeah, there was only 3 wrestlers that popped up. So as anyone who's watched my shows before, they know, you know that I go for the bigger guys. I don't like the smaller guys. I've gone for people that are aged between 32 and 38 because it's just that kind of age, not too old, not too young. You know, they're only going to be around for a while. And obviously, when we get a lot bigger, we're going to have an entirely different roster anyway. People who are based in the British Isles to hire, obviously, and I've also gone for 6 foot minimum and £225 minimum. That's what I kind of class as a heavyweight. Just based on a bit of research I've done online, most companies some companies are smaller than that as their class as heavyweight. Some companies class slightly heavier, but I think 225 is pretty good. So yeah, that's why only 3 people appeared. I guess if I changed the ages, that may have maybe yeah, we would have had a lot more people in there. I'm just trying to see if there wasn't anything else here that would have impacted us only getting 3 people, but no, that's fine. Okay, we'll come out of that. I've already looked at the email and seen the rating for the show. You know, there's not a lot to shout about at the moment, but we actually sold out the Harlequin, and we had 2,251 viewers, which was slightly down from the last show, but that's okay. I mean, we're gaining pop, which is what it's all about. Let's have a quick look at our size. So yeah, we are 10 away. No, we're not. Sorry, we're 8 away from moving up to small, which will be that's where we really want to get. Okay, there was one more thing I was going to look at, and I've completely finances. So last month we lost 9,000, but we're only 8,000 in debt now. Okay, I'm not worried. I'm not panicking. Let's just have a quick look at the finance page because our sponsors. I mean, it's going up. That hasn't obviously the month hasn't completed yet. I fully anticipate that to be higher than that. So yeah, I'm not over worried. Hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Please give a like and subscribe and start commenting. So take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.